ready whenever you are.
This is Blind Adam of the Awesome Sauce Comics podcast. Here with Tony Hammock of comixheatingup.net, one of the official news sources. Hey, what's up? Just a quick word to the sponsor. Go to www.rjcomicsandtoys.com for 30% off on your comics and subscription needs. Thanks, Ray.
Ray's a good guy. I want to throw that out there. I've known him for quite a while.
Yeah, he's just signed on board as being a sponsor, so I got to get that in there. He's a great guy. All right, Ton, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, just busy at work, busy running the site. So, other than that, how you doing, Adam?
I'm doing good. Just got back from ACBC in Atlantic City, which was great, and I'm getting ready for Wizard World Philly.
I'll see you there.
Nice. So the big news is DC Rebirth, man.
Yep. Definitely DC Rebirth coming up. It's been kind of a mess with all the Superman running around and then news that there's going to be at least 3 Jokers running around. Hopefully they'll make things less convoluted, but it looks like it's going to be more convoluted, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, it's the stuff that I've already read the issue. Thanks to that beautiful Reddit article.
Yeah. And DC, of course, shortly after that leak, they went ahead and made it fully public to retailers. So they kind of knew what was going on, even if they hadn't read the Reddit thing.
Yeah, which actually was cool for me, because, now I didn't have to hire a reader to read the book.
Makes it easier.
Yep, so the obvious speculation pick would be, anything Watchmen right now.
Yes, Watchmen are hot. Before Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan #4 is blowing up. I mean, it is literally nuclear, white hot, and that's just been in the past 24 to 48 hours.
All right, let me ask you this. Is there any of the other before Watchmen stuff you can see getting hot outside of Dr. Manhattan?
It depends on how they play it. Obviously, they've shown Dr. Manhattan having literally a hand in creating the New 52 universe, and I believe he actually has something to do with the Rebirth. There's been rumors that on the cover of Rebirth, how that hand sticking out of the cloud could be Dr. Manhattan's hand. Right now, it just looks like Dr. Manhattan, but you never know, like I said, how they're going to spin this Watchmen into the universe. I know these books are dollar bins everywhere. Retailers have a hard time selling them. So what you're going to end up seeing is, a lot of these in back issue bins. So I would pick up Rorschach. I'd pick up, anything convenient related, anything.
The other thing I noticed when I was reading the article on Reddit is that in the Batcave they do find the smiley button of the comedian.
Yes. Yeah, he looked at Batman was holding it up and looking at it. So yeah, the comedian's definitely in some ways involved, and he would make an awesome foil for Batman.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, definitely a different kind of hero. So it would be interesting to see, how they integrate him in. Is he dead? Is he going to be back alive? Of course, how Watchmen all started, but we'll have to see how they integrate him. And is he one of the Jokers? I mean, comedian Joker.
That's true. Alan Moore must be kicking puppies right now.
Poor Alan Moore, man. DC. There's a reason Alan Moore doesn't like DC, and this is why Alan Moore doesn't like DC. His rights to certain, like the Watchmen, would revert if they ever stopped publishing it, and they've never stopped publishing Watchmen. But they keep that, they keep Killing Joke, they keep Dark Knight Returns, all in print constantly, and I know it makes Alan Moore furious. Even look what he did with Marvel when they were reprinting the Marvel Man / Miracle Man stuff. The Alan Moore stuff, they credit as the original writer. They don't even credit Alan Moore, because Alan Moore doesn't even want his name on it. So this is a big slap in the face of Alan Moore, and he never intended this work to be integrated into the DC universe
and stuff, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Is that DC Spotlight?
Oh yeah, and there's actually another DC book that's heating up right now. That's kind of a weird one, but yeah, the DC Spotlight with the I think it's got the ad for Watchmen, but it also has an ad for I think
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns, which I think was in one of your picks.
Yeah, I've been spouting it for quite a while just because of the Dark Knight stuff.
Yeah.
Anyone who follows the top 20 gems knows that I'm a Frank Miller fanatic.
That's right. That is right, and you did have it in the top 20 gems, and I hope people picked it up when we posted that up for you, because that turned out to be one of the best picks of the year.
So what's the other DC book that's heating up that's kind of weird, besides Batman Superman 32, which totally missed out on?
Yeah, that was hard, because they didn't give retailers a heads up on what was going on, so retailers didn't order heavy on it. When it came out, of course, people ran to grab it, multiple copies in hand. But yeah, the other book, and I saw this, the funny thing was I got an email about it last night. I didn't know anything about it, and then I saw on the CEC message boards somebody else talking about it. The book is probably the first Preacher appearance, predates everything else that's known right now, and it's a DC editorial presentation, I would say 1994. This is basically it's internal promotion of stuff that's coming up.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, if you do a quick eBay search for DC editorial presentation 1994, there's copies up right now. It's going between I'll say like $50 and $70. Currently, 3 copies have sold. One randomly sold for like $7.25. You get a steal on that. It is a very early, if not the first, appearance of Preacher. And again, it's a solicitation. It's a one-page picture of Jesse Custer lighting a cigarette with a torch, and then it talks, it gives a description of the book on the other page.
Alright, so it even predates the DC Direct Current stuff.
Yeah. I would imagine the DC Direct Currents probably came right from that editorial presentation.
Nice. Did you see Preacher yet?
Yes, yeah. I had a comic book night last night. We were watching Outcast, followed by Fear the Walking Dead, followed by Preacher, and I was really happy.
Alright, so I watched 1 out of 3 because I don't have Cinemax, and I did not realize until after I watched your unboxing video. I forgot to turn mute off, and then it was time to watch Family Guy, which I do religiously, and then I watched Preacher.
One unread message.
Yeah, you can actually find it on YouTube. Outcast first episode's on YouTube. The full episode. That's why I watched it. God bless smart TVs, because just watched it in HD on YouTube and on the big screen, and was happy.
All right, nice.
So,
I'll check it out later. I liked Preacher. I just thought that first episode was a little slow for my taste.
It was a lot of character build-up. I really liked the stuff with Cassidy on the airplane. That was kind of cool. It was funny, he's telling jokes and being kind of smarmy and funny, and it turns out they're vampire hunters, and he just kicks ass and jumps out of the airplane. So there was setup. If I wasn't a fan of Preacher or a fan of comic books, if I hadn't read the story, I probably wouldn't have been overly thrilled. So I don't know if I'd be back for a second episode. But being a comic fan, knowing that the build-up's coming, what's coming, I like the way they did the Word of God.
I loved how they did that. That's made me want to go back and reread it. I haven't read Preacher in a good 10 years, so I need to get reacquainted with the books.
Yeah.
And that may enhance my enjoyment of it a little more. The way as out of all the Vertigo shows, Lucifer is my favorite.
And the season finale is either coming up or just aired. I think it's coming up, and I love that show, but it seems like
I think it just aired.
Okay, I'll have to go back. I watch it on demand. I don't watch it live, unfortunately. For kids, I never get to watch TV shows live. It's not SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and I'm not watching it. So. Clubhouse because I knew you were a Mickey Mouse fan.
Haha, very good, Tony. Haha, cool. If you ever need a Mickey to show up at your house for a birthday party, let me know.
Will do, man.
I just convinced my buddies at the conventions who own all the cars that I'm with. They let me start cosplaying as Mickey Mouse.
That would go over well. Not many do the voice, so if you got a cosplayer that does the voice too.
I'll do the voice until someone from Disney tells me that I have to shut up. Or they hire me instead of that stupid robot they have.
Yeah, you never know when they're lurking around, so.
Yep, let's see. I'm hearing all sorts of, like, really, really horrible reviews on X-Men Apocalypse. You say, dump or hold on X Factor 6 right now?
That's a tough call. Alana, who writes for ComicCheatingHead.net, dropped a message to me by email and then came over and commented that she had seen it. She saw a preview of it, and she said it was horrible. She said Wolverine was cool, Psylocke was cool, and that it was just as bad as everybody thought, but she said it was Fantastic Four bad. So that has me worried. I mean, it depends on your motivation. If you're working for top dollar, if the reviews come out really horrible and, people are no longer interested, now's probably the time to sell. You can always pick it up cheaper later if the book starts to tank, and that's if you're in it for, investment purposes or, to make a profit. If you're in it for the long haul, hold it. There's no reason. It's still a key,
It's been a good performer for years, even before all the movie hype, so, and it's a major X-Men villain. So I would hold it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see the purpose in it. If you got it cheap enough, you're looking for a profit, yeah, you might be able to, get it cheaper later, but, you never know if they're going to revisit the character later on because of these franchises. I mean, they're going to reboot them and redo them, and, every 10, 15 years, whatever, they'll redo. So you never know what they're going to come out with again.
I say this is the second horrible movie that Fox has made. Do you think they're purposely trying to get rid of their Marvel franchises?
I can't see why they would. I mean, they have considerable dollar potential if done right. It's not like they're an albatross around the neck. I mean, these are big name franchises that should bring in, the fan base. And people right now, people are crazy for comic book movies. I had two older women sitting at a dinner the other night talking about Captain America Civil War. I mean, this stretches outside of our regular fan base.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it would be like, it'd be self-sabotaging. I can't see them doing it. That would be just foolish.
Because I've heard all sorts of rumors about that. And I guess, how are you on time at the moment?
I'm okay. I'm good.
All right, just let me know when the offices when your bosses need to shut me down.
Yeah, I've got the office phone on no ring at the moment, so
yep.
I'm sure the emails will come in shortly, but
all right, cool.
We're good.
All right, thank you, sir. And thank you for all the support too. Especially the top 20, which as you can tell, I'm having a blast with.
It's a great eclectic list, and people, they definitely enjoy it, and it makes you think about things you've either never heard of or forever.
Just for the heck of it, I think I put a cherry Pop-Tart #1 on the list. Just because one of my original art dealer friends reminded me of it, and I'm like, I did some research, and I'm like, okay, I want to make a movie about this right now.
Adult comics sell. They do, and it's such a niche market, and the print runs are terribly low, but the fan base is there, and everybody, looks at it. It's funny. I think I just did something. I think it's coming out tonight where I mentioned Zombie Tramp, which I've given away free copies in the past, and everybody's like, don't pay your name. But at the same time, the early issues of Zombie Tramp are worth like big money.
They're hard to find too. I mean, I haven't seen a #1 in quite some time.
Yeah. Tarot, which is the Black Rose, also, a decent money book. Even
seen that in a while either.
Yeah, it's hard to find, but it goes for good money if you can find it.
Yeah, I mean, another little obscure book that I just discovered is a book called I Love New York, which was created by Joseph Michael Linsner.
Oh, yeah, I actually think I remember that.
It's a book that was created after 9/11 just to, celebrate New York.
Yeah.
Doesn't go for much, but it's a really, really beautifully drawn Linsner book.
Yeah. Yeah, and he has his fan base.
Yep. So, as far as DC spec, outside of the Watchmen, outside of the current Superman stuff, is there any other back issues, especially maybe Wally West Flash or JSA, that you can see heated up?
Not offhand. I know people have been focused on the Superman and Lois #1 variant. Like, I think people are skipping over the regular issue, and same thing goes with, I think, the Emergent Superman #1, where she gives birth to baby Jonathan. In the issue, I mean, I know those can be found for cover price or less. Worth picking up. I saw a spoiler for Superman Lois 8 where Jonathan finds the cape. Mel sent me over one recently. It was an Elseworld story called Son of Superman. I think it was 1999.
Yep.
That came out. That one's probably worth looking at. I do believe the character in there name was Jonathan Clark or Jonathan Kent.
Something to that effect. It's been a while since I've actually read that. And one I've been thinking of is a Silver Age book, and I think it's World's Finest 215, which was the first appearance of the concept of the idea of Superman and Batman both having sons.
Okay.
And that may not be the issue number. I'm going to have to Google it for the exact issue number, but I think it's 215.
Yeah.
Just because Damien, I mean, that's Batman 655. I've been doing well with lately again.
Now I'm off on a tangent. I'm going to look that up real quick. Which World's Finest did you say, 215?
Yeah.
God. Always hop over to my comic shop to we don't have it in stock.
Did they ever have anything in stock in my comic shop? And I don't want to talk bad about them because I really want to get them. I really want them to cut me a check for sponsorship.
215 is first appearance of Super Sons. That is correct, sir. And now it's not in stock. So that is also correct.
They're the first place I went to yesterday when I was looking for Dr. Manhattan 1 and 4s.
Yeah.
And then I had a friend of mine who owns a local shop who, I guess he just discovered the news. He's like, I'm selling them for $50, but I'll give you one copy for $35.
Yeah, no thanks. Top of the market. There's so many local comic shops. I'm going to hit my honey hole up this week, hopefully. If I can sneak out on my way to or from a meeting to check his Watchmen back issues. Because I know he had a stack of these books like everybody else did. It was going to be the Honest thing.
And it turned out to be a dud.
Yeah. I have to take it. I got to go down to my comic room downstairs and dig these out because now's the time to sell for me. It's not a keeper for me.
Outside of the new Netflix Marvel news, outside of Team of Dracula 10 and Marvel Spotlight 5, any spec pick from those characters played Ghost Rider?
Moon Knight, Blade is going to be tough. He's been done before, and he was done well. The book, his first appearance isn't easily approachable, just because of, the popularity of the character, especially following the movie series with Wesley Snipes. Ghost Rider was done before, not very well.
I know fan movies that were done better than those Ghost Rider movies.
Yeah, so I'm not sure they would possibly follow the same route we did with him before, or which Ghost Rider it would be. That's tough to call. Moon Knight has been fantastic over the last two series. I love, as opposed to the classic costume, the white suit with the white mask, and yeah, it's just an awesome look. I would hope that that's the way they would go. I remember Larry from Larry's Comics telling me at Baltimore last year, pick up any early Moon Knight appearance that you see. It's just a matter of time before he makes it to the screen. And normally when Larry talks, I listen because he's usually got his pulse on the market.
Yes, he does.
God, I would love to see Moon Knight on TV.
I'd like to see him do a cameo, go the Punisher route, do a cameo so like in Daredevil or Jessica Jones.
That would be awesome. Even Daredevil, I mean, he could easily appear in the background of Daredevil. Just see him and the crescent-shaped flyer going above would be enough for me. It's just too early to see, and going to see if this rumor is 100% true. There's no reason that Netflix is not going to keep milking these Marvel street-level characters, and that's the way they're going with Punisher and Daredevil and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. I mean, these are ground fighting.
Right, that's my hope. My hope for a Cloak and Dagger series is strong.
Well, I don't think it's making that Netflix is going to. What's the name of that network? It used to be ABC Family.
I have no clue because it's now ABC Family.
Yeah, it's something else now. I can't think of the name of it. I don't watch ABC Family, but I do.
All right, in a couple of years, let's see. Joey's 8. Your other son is about 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, 6 and 3.
So, all right, so in a couple of years, that's all you're going to be prepared. That's all you're going to be watching is Nick Jr., Team Nick, ABC Family.
Yeah, I shoot myself with these pre-teen dramas.
Well, wait a minute. You don't have little girls, so maybe you'll skip the Disney stuff.
Hopefully.
I know my niece watches that stuff, and I just want to shoot my TV with a gun.
Yeah, well, and that's getting off nicely.
In fact, she tortured me. Maybe Saturday 2 weeks ago. She tortured me with watching Fuller House.
Oh, God. Yeah, I missed out on my wife watched this. Like, you want to watch this? I was like, no, I was never very nostalgic about the original show to begin with. But
I was just like, no. I was very tempted to want to pretend I was the comedian Gallagher with my iPad.
Well, all right. Now I hate to do this.
Yeah, I figured as much. I had a feeling where I was getting the red light. Once again, as always, man, thank you so much for everything. If anyone wants to get in touch with Anthony, of course, www.comicsheatingup.net. And you have a great rest of the day, brother.
You too, Adam. Take care, man.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there you have it, folks. That was my talking shop with Tony of comixheatingup.net, www.comixheatingup.net. I also would like to thank the sponsor of this episode, rjcomicsandtoys.com. 30% off cover price subscriptions. Never miss an issue, never miss a variant, never miss a toy. www.rjcomicsandtoys.com. Tell them that Blind Adam sent you. This is the week of season finales. Gotham finished up tonight, and it was very interesting. I was distracted, so I'm going to rewatch it and do a full review later in the week. And I might just dedicate an entire episode to the season finales of Gotham, Flash, and Arrow. So I think I'll do it. So I'm going to do my reviews of the season finales next week. There's a lot going on. There's Was a War in Philly at the Philadelphia Convention Center, June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There's CougarCon happening at Columbia High School in Maplewood, New Jersey, June 11th. And there's the launch www.awesomesaucecomics.com, as well as me having some physical studio and retail space coming up soon. So there's a lot going on. So there may be some lapse. There won't be in how I upload and record my episodes for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Because there's just so much going on. I have a great interview with David Missolini coming up, writer of Iron Man and Spider-Man. And I also have a couple of really, really awesome and amazing surprises coming up. I thank you all for being a loving, amazing, awesome sauce family. Without you, there is no me. Thank you for helping me live my dreams. If you have a dream, go and live it. Because it's just amazing when you do. Always, always keep one foot in the gutter, one fist in the goal. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. The line out of out.
Stop record. Take pic. Viewfinder. Take. Stop recording video.